Hello friends, welcome. In this lecture I will discuss solution of second order homogeneous linear differential equation with constant coefficients. This topic will be covered in two lectures. We will cover in this lecture and the next lecture. Now let us define a homogeneous linear differential equation of second order with constant coefficients. So this such an equation is given by double dash x plus a y dash x plus b y x equal to 0, where a and b are some real constants and x is any real number belonging to R. Now let us look at this. We shall be finding solution of this second order homogeneous linear differential equation with the help of this solution of first order linear differential equation with constant coefficients. So let us look at this equation, y dash x plus k y x equal to 0. We know that it possesses a exponential solution, y dash x plus k y x equal to 0. You can write as or we can write it as now integrating both sides, so we can write ln mod of y equal to minus kx plus some constant c1, or we can write y equal to e to the power minus kx into a constant c. So y equal to c times e to the power minus kx, where c is an arbitrary constant. Now the question arises whether exponential solutions exist for homogeneous linear higher order differential equations or not. Now so we will see that the solutions of higher order homogeneous linear differential equations are also either exponential functions or they are constructed out of exponential function. Let us substitute y equal to e to the power x, e to the power mx in the second order homogeneous linear differential equation with constant coefficients. Y double dash plus a y dash plus b y equal to 0. This is our second order homogeneous linear differential equation with constant coefficients a and b. So let us put y equal to e to the power mx in this. We get y dash equal to m times e to the power mx, y double dash equal to m square e to the power mx. So substituting the values of y dash and y double dash in the equation y double dash plus a y dash plus b y equal to 0, we get m square plus am plus b into e to the power mx equal to 0. Now since e to the power mx is not 0, is never 0 for any x belonging to R, we have m square plus am plus b equal to 0, which is a quadratic equation of second order in M. This equation is called as the characteristic equation or auxiliary equation. So by obtaining the roots of this equation, say the roots are m1 and m2, we can say that we get solutions by equal to e to the power m1x and e to the power m2x of the given differential equation. Now there arise the following values of m1 and m2. So this gives you m1 equal to minus a plus under root a square minus 4b by 2 and m2 equal to now whether m1 and m2 are distinct or they are complex conjugate or they are equal depends on the discriminant of the given second order equation m square plus am plus b equal to 0. So there arise three cases. We shall get two distinct real roots provided the discriminant a square minus 4b is greater than 0 two complex conjugate roots provided a square minus b 4b is less than 0, and a real double root when a square minus 4b equal to 0. So, we shall discuss these three cases one by one. In the case of two distinct real roots, we find two solutions corresponding to the two values of m1 and m. So, by 1 equal to e to the power m1x and by 2 equal to e to the power m2x. Now, by 1 and by 2 are linearly independent because by 1 upon by 2 is equal to e to the power m1 minus m2 into x. Since m1 is not equal to m2, e to the power m1 minus m2 into x is not a constant, and therefore, by 1 and by 2 are linearly independent. So, in this case the general solution of the equation is by equal to C1 e to the power m1x plus C2 e to the power m2x. For example, let us consider by double dash plus by dash minus 2 by equal to 0. So, the auxiliary equation will be m square plus m minus 2 equal to 0, and we can then see that m equal to 2, m square plus m minus 2 equal to 0. So, we can write m square plus 2m minus m minus 2 equal to 0. This will give you the roots m equal to minus 2 and 1, which are distinct roots, and so the general solution of the given equation will be by equal to C1 e to the power minus 2x plus C2 e to the power x. Now, let us consider the case of two complex conjugate roots. So, let us say m1 is equal to alpha plus I beta and m2 equal to alpha minus I beta be two complex conjugate roots of the auxiliary equation m square plus am plus b equal to 0. Where alpha and beta are real numbers and beta is not equal to 0. Then the general solution will be since in applications we work with real solutions, therefore, instead of complex exponentials here, let us try to find the real solutions of the homogeneous second order linear differential equation. So, let us recall the Euler's formula. The Euler's formula tells us that e to the power I theta is cos theta plus I sin theta. So, e to the power alpha plus I beta into x can be written as let it be by 1 and by 2 be e to the power alpha minus I beta into x, then we can write it as so adding by 1 and by 2 we get and also by 1 minus by 2 we have Now we have already seen that in the case of a homogeneous linear differential equation of nth order, if by 1 by 2 by k are solutions of that equation, then C1 by 1 plus C2 by 2 and so on, Ck by k is also a solution. So by 1 plus by 2 is a solution of the equation by double dash plus a y dash plus b y equal to 0. This is our second order differential equation. So if by 1 and by 2 are solutions of this, then by 1 plus by 2 is also a solution, and by 1 minus by 2i is also a solution. So e to the power alpha x cos beta x is a solution of this differential equation, and e to the power alpha x into sin beta x is also a solution of this differential equation. Furthermore, we note that e to the power alpha x cos beta x divided by e to the power alpha x sin beta x is not a constant. So e to the power alpha x cos beta x and e to the power alpha x sin beta x are two linearly independent solutions of this differential equation. So since e to the power alpha x cos beta x upon e to the power alpha x sin beta x is not a constant, the general solution in this case will be by equal to C1 cos beta x plus C2 sin beta x into e to the power alpha x. So in the case of two complex conjugate roots, m1 equal to alpha plus I beta and m2 equal to alpha minus I beta, the general solution of the differential equation by double dash plus a y dash plus by equal to 0 will be written as e to the power alpha x into C1 cos beta x plus C2 sin beta x. Now we go over to an example on this. So this is Euler's formula. The general solution is given by this one, by equal to, which we have already seen. C1 and C2 are two arbitrary constants. Let us now take up the problem by double dash minus 2. This is an initial value problem. We are given a homogeneous second order linear differential equation with constant coefficients along with two initial conditions. At x equal to 0, y is given as 4, and at x equal to 0, the derivative of y is given as 1. So by double dash minus 2y dash plus 10y equal to 0. So these two initial conditions will determine a unique solution of the homogeneous linear differential equation of second order. So here the auxiliary equation is m square minus 2m plus 10 equal to 0. So we can find m. So this is 2 plus minus 6 iota divided by 2, which is equal to 1 plus minus 3i. So if you compare it with alpha plus minus I beta, alpha is 1 and beta is 3. So we can write the general solution. By equal to e to the power x into C1 cos 3x plus C2 sin 3x, where C1 and C2 are two arbitrary constants. Now with the given initial conditions, we shall determine the values of C1 and C2. So let us first take y0 equal to 4. When y0 equal to 4, we get putting x equal to 0 here, we get 4 equal to C1, because when x is equal to 0, cos 3x is 1 and sin 3x is equal to 0 and e to the power 0 is equal to 1. So, we have got the value of C1. Now, let us use second initial condition to determine the value of C2. So, we will have to put C1 equal to 4 here. So, we can say thus by equal to 4 cos 3x plus C2 sin 3x into e to the power x. Let us differentiate it with respect to x. What do we get? By dash equal to minus 12 sin 3x plus 3C2 derivative of e to the power x is e to the power x. Now, let us put x equal to 0 in this. So, x equal to 0, when you put sin 3x will be 0, cos 3x will be 1. So, we get 3C2, this is 1. Here when you put x equal to 0, this is 4, this is 0. So, 3C2 plus 4. Now, by dash 0 is given equal to 1. So, we get C2 equal to minus 1, and thus we have y equal to, corresponding to the two initial conditions, we have got the values of the two arbitrary constants C1 and C2. So, this is e to the power x times 4 cos 3x So, this is how we find the solution of this initial value problem. Thank you.